Live from the KHOU 11 studios and streaming on KHOU 11 Plus, your news starts now. Good evening, I'm Cheryl Mercedes. Thanks for joining us. We begin with breaking news in northwest Harris County where crews are battling a large brush fire. It's happening near Katy Hockley Road and House Hall Road. The Cy-Fair Fire Department, who shared this video with us, says their crews, along with ESD 200 from Waller County and the Texas Forestry Service, are there. Harris County is under a red flag warning right now because strong winds can spread a small fire very quickly. Let's go right to meteorologist Pat Kavlin with the latest on these conditions. Pat?
Hey, Cheryl. Yes, so we have that red flag warning, also known as a fire weather warning, in effect for all the areas on the map here in red. So this goes all the way back into central, west, and even south Texas. But for us, it includes pretty much the entire area. And that's because we have that combination of low humidity and gusty winds. Look at the humidity values right now. It feels great outside, minus the fresh breeze. Humidity values generally under 20% across the area. You couple that with winds that are sustained right now between 15 and 25 miles per hour, gusting at times close to 40 miles per hour. And we do have those fire weather conditions that are in place. So here's a map. This is actually a future track that shows you those fire weather conditions. So the darker the orange, the better it is, or rather it is the stronger of a fire weather condition you may see, right? So darker orange, worse. The less orange you see, better. That's the bottom line. So strong winds and low humidity keep that fire weather threat in play here over the next few hours. But as the winds start to die down as we get into the evening, notice the orange disappears and our fire weather threat also disappears. That fire weather warning is expected to expire later this evening once the conditions become a little better across the area. What a gorgeous day, though, otherwise, with the exception of the winds. We made it to 83 degrees this afternoon just before 2 o'clock. Normal high this time of year is 74. Woke up on a warm note. We're going to be a lot cooler, though, tonight, much closer to that number of 54 degrees. Live look out towards downtown right now, 81 for Galveston and Angleton, 75 in Conroe, 79 still at Bush with tons of sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. Into the neighborhood weather network we go. Seaspray Court in the Heights at 80 degrees, East 7th Street at 81 degrees, up towards Lake Houston and Atascocita, a lot of upper 70s here from Brookdale Drive out towards Royal Hill Court. So again, a beautiful evening setting up for us. Look at some of the peak wind gusts that we saw earlier today. 43 miles per hour at Sugar Land Airport, 37 mile per hour gust at Bush, 41 mile per hour gust out towards Hobby. And it's not just us, it's a good part of the state right now dealing with these very strong winds, generally between 30 and 40 miles per hour, going all the way back towards El Paso and Fort Stockton. This wind again will start to die down though as we get into the evening. Gorgeous weather out there though, nothing on radar. A few clouds out towards the hill country, kind of following the winds coming out of the northwest, all behind this very strong cold front that went through earlier this morning. A big time severe weather outbreak happening thanks to that cold front out across the deep south, going from Mississippi now into Alabama. In fact, on a scale of 1 to 5, it is a rare level 5 severe weather day for places from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, all the way up towards Birmingham, Alabama, driven primarily by a significant tornado threat. Again, this is not for us. This is for our friends and family out towards the east. For the overnight, though, we're clear, we're cool, the wind starts to relax. Behind this front, high pressure comes in for the overnight and really settles as we go through the next few days. It is a perfect day for tomorrow. If you thought today was nice, wait till tomorrow. Not as much wind, tons of sunshine, no humidity, it's warm, and we actually get even warmer on Monday with high temperatures back into the low 80s. So if you're going to the rodeo tomorrow, looks great. Temperatures up near 70. By lunchtime, we'll make it into the upper 70s as we get to the afternoon. Not a cloud in the sky, no humidity, and no disruptive wind blowing everything around. Tomorrow should be a much calmer day out on the carnival and fairgrounds. 76 your high temperature. We'll do 80 then for Monday, upper 70s then for Tuesday, Wednesday. Little baby cold front comes in, knocks us down to the low 70s. We get you into Thursday, back to the mid 70s on Friday, and then the mid 80s as we get into the start of next weekend. And looking ahead towards the end of March, temperatures look to stay at or just above normal for a good part of the area. For the overnight, temperatures drop down to 52, so a lot cooler than it was last evening. 76 then for your Sunday with tons of sunshine. There's your 7-day forecast. St. Patrick's Day on Monday looks great. Low 50s to start in the morning. We will make it to 80 by the afternoon. Upper 70s then for Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, a little bit cooler for Thursday. Great weather, though, to round off the middle part of the month, Cheryl.
A somber day for Houston as loved ones, city leaders, and Houstonians bid their final farewells to former Houston Mayor and late Congressman Sylvester Turner. Several speakers took the podium at today's funeral service at the Church Without Walls, where Turner was a devoted member for 36 years. The most touching moment came from Turner's daughter, Ashley Turner Captain, who shared how much her father meant to her, how he taught her to advocate, initiate, and amplify the voice of the community.
Let my dad be the example of how to live life in your purpose. He has taught us that as long as you have breath in your body, you still have a purpose to fulfill. He gave it everything that he had until his final day in his earthly dwelling. Isn't it strange that princes and kings and clowns that capers and sawdust rings and common people like you and me are builders for eternity? Each of us given a set of tools, a shapeless mass, a book of rules, and each must take ere life is flown, a stumbling block and a stepping stone. Daddy, you have fought the good fight. You have finished your race, and you have kept the faith. To God be the glory for the things he has done.
Powerful words from the daughter of the former mayor and late congressman. Today's service was filled with emotion as family, friends, and loved ones gathered to honor him. Orko Manna was there this morning, capturing the arrival of the casket and the outpouring of support. Orko, I'm sure there were many heartfelt tributes there.
That's right, Cheryl, and there was just a feeling of sadness out here all day today, but for those who knew and loved Sylvester Turner, there was also a sense of pride knowing that they were celebrating the life of a man who meant so much to so many. Now, a lot of people at the funeral service today were wearing blue in Turner's honor, and we spoke with some people who knew him best about their thoughts on his life and legacy. A somber Saturday in Houston as the city gathers for the funeral service for Congressman and former Mayor Sylvester Turner. This procession bringing Turner's casket into the Church Without Walls.
He lived a big life.
The hundreds of people in attendance showing the lasting impression Turner made on everyone who met him.
He was one of my closest friends.
Texas Business Court Judge Sophia Adrogué tells me she knew Turner for more than 20 years and even went to his only grandson's baby shower. During Turner's time as mayor, she served on his Houston First and Hispanic advisory boards and saw his brilliance up close.
Regardless of political affiliations, it was not about the ethnicity. It was all about the intentionality and the inclusiveness, but all toward excellence and all about Houston, Texas. He was Houston. He lived it, he earned it, he breathed it.
Community leaders pointing to Turner's legacy of leadership during hard times.
He helped us get it through the pension problem. He got us through Hurricane Harvey. He got us through the pandemic. He got us through the Texas freeze.
Beyond his professionalism, it was his personality that will stick with Juliet Stepesh, Turner's director of education during his mayorship.
My fondest memory is just being able to sit down and work with him and laugh with him. He was gregarious. He made any person feel like he was their best friend.
A friend and a mentor is what City Council member Edward Pollard says Turner was for him. He adds that Turner was a champion of doing the right thing.
He was fighting for the rights and the freedoms of citizens until his last breath, and I think he went out on his own terms, and that's what gives me peace.
Councilmember Tiffany Thomas is still searching for that peace. She served with Turner during his last term as mayor and still cannot believe he's gone.
It's like definitely too soon for me, selfishly. And he's a family man, and we'll talk about, spending time with his grandson, and he was excited about that season of his life.
She wants to keep his legacy of service alive. Although he was the mayor, a state representative, and a U.S. congressman, Thomas says Turner never forgot his roots as someone born and raised in Houston.
I really believe he was refueled by engaging with people. Like, that was his real superpower, that common touch.
And Turner really was a superhero to so many in the community, including the next generation of leaders here in the Houston area. You'll hear from more people who knew Turner and worked with him coming up tonight at 10. For now, reporting live from Northwest Harris County, Orco Manna, KHOU 11 News.
A sad day indeed for Houston. Orco, thank you. As Orco mentioned, we spoke with many people this morning, all sharing memories of Turner's dedication to our community. They remembered him as a leader and friend. Let's take a listen to some of them.
He has always been a great resource, a great friend. I've never known a time that I've called him or texted him that he didn't return the call or the text. And the thing I want to say is that the first 2 runs that he made for mayor were unsuccessful because it wasn't his time. Turner time was his 3rd time that he ran for the mayor. Why? Because he helped us get it through the pension problem. He got us through Hurricane Harvey. He got us through the pandemic. He got us through the Texas freeze. And he got us through George Floyd's murder and 60,000 people gathering downtown, and we did not suffer the kind of violence that other cities did. That's because of the work of Sylvester Turner, not only being good in the suites, but also in the streets.
I just love how he supported the community. He was there for us. Whatever we needed, we could call. He was that person to talk to. He kept it real. He's a God-fearing man, first and foremost, family man. Just a really good guy.
He's gonna be missed. I didn't know him that well, but the short time that I did spend with him, it was like I had been knowing him forever, you know.
Obviously leaves a long legacy of public service to this wonderful community of ours. His latest endeavor was the 18th Congressional District. But beyond that, Sylvester Turner was a friend of mine. It was an honor to collaborate with him on a number of different initiatives.
He truly will be missed. You can catch this morning's coverage of Turner's funeral service, along with a look back at his life, legacy, and career, streaming right now on KHOU 11+. You can download it on your TV and watch for free. New this evening, a Houston area mother and her boyfriend are facing serious charges after her 18-month-old toddler was reportedly hit and killed in a driveway. This happened around 4 o'clock this afternoon on Cook Road in Tomball, just north of the Grand Parkway toll road. According to Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, the mother and toddler were inside the car when the mother allegedly passed out. The toddler got out. Moments later, the mother's boyfriend pulled into the driveway and hit the child. The sheriff's office says the boyfriend is being arrested on felony warrants and will be assessed for impairment. The mother faces child endangerment charges. New tonight at 6, a bizarre video out of Crockett, Texas. It shows a man firing a gun in the air after walking out of the Houston County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff's officials say Clifford Hennesser went into the lobby claiming to be a federal agent wanting to inspect records. When a dispatcher told him deputies were en route, he left and reportedly came back with an AR-15 rifle. We're told the dispatcher hid under a desk and called for help. Authorities arrested Hennesser in the parking lot. They say he had another pistol, 4 more rifle magazines, and over 300 rounds of ammo in his truck. Hennesser is charged with impersonating an officer, unlawfully carrying a weapon, criminal trespass, and deadly conduct.
What's going on, Houston?
What goes on tonight at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, with Warren Zeiders taking the stage for tonight's concert. Let's hope there are no issues this time after a power outage caused Journey's concert to be canceled mid-show last night. Right now, many fans are still wondering what's next. Troy Klass joins us live from NRG Park. And Troy, you were there at that show last night too, huh?
Yeah, Cheryl, similar to many, we were all singing along thinking that was part of the act. until the music stopped and then the band went off stage. So some fans telling me that Warren Zeter's performance is going smoothly. We haven't heard of any issues so far this evening. Now again, taking a look back though at what happened on Friday night. Now, after about 3.5 songs of Journey's set, you see the monitors and all the audio cut out. Journey's drummer, Dean Castronovo, posting today saying that the fire was under his drum riser on the Star stage. Rodeo Houston has since stated they are working through options for guests who purchase tickets through AXS, the rodeo's official ticket provider. They say no action is required and additional information will be released later. Now, KHOU did reach out to Rodeo Houston asking for an interview with rodeo staff, but they deferred to that statement that was sent out earlier today. Now, some of the questions we still have include what exactly caused the fire and will concert goers be refunded for the show. Now, even Journey tried to reschedule to play tonight, but rodeo staff tell us that they have a contractual obligation to Warren Zeter's tonight's performer. But coming up tonight on KHOU 11 News at 10, we're going to hear from fans, see how they feel, and also what is next as the rodeo sorts this out. Reporting live at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, Troy Kless, KHOU 11 News.
Yeah, Troy, a lot of people wondering when they're going to get a refund or something. Thanks so much. Overnight, Houston police say they made several arrests after raiding an unlicensed bar. It was known as the Library inside the northwest corner of the Inner Loop on TC Jester. Last night's operation was in coordination with the Harris County Sheriff's Office and several other agencies. District Attorney Sean Tier said this was an effort for the city to take back its communities, and more are being planned.
We were able to effect numerous arrests inside this establishment, and we're going to work to close businesses like this around our community because they are the crime drivers.
Tonight, the DA's office says 12 people are facing various charges stemming from that raid. A large amount of cash was also seized as evidence. Thank you so much for joining us for KHOU 11 News at 6. We'll have more for you tonight at 10, but you can stream us anytime for now on KHOU 11 Plus. Just download on your TV and hey, watch for free. See you later.